Are you one of the millions of people out there that kind of hates your Medicare plan? Maybe it costs too much. Maybe it doesn't cover you properly. Maybe you're no longer able to see your doctor or go to the office, the clinic, the hospital system. Maybe your prescriptions are costing way too much these days. Or maybe you just feel like they continue to tighten the screws on you just a little bit too much, where everything continues to be a little bit more restrictive and it's just getting harder and harder, and you feel like it's your only option, or you feel like you just can't get away from this plan because it's the only one that's out there that maybe covers you a little bit to the degree that you actually need. Well, guess what? About 35 million people that are currently on Medicare right now still have options, and that's what I want to share with you because there's a lot of people out there. In fact, just so far this year, we're not even that far into 2026 as I film this video right now. We're only a couple months in, and I can't tell you how many comments I've seen down below from those of you right here in this community that have reached out and said, "What happened? I can't see my doctor anymore. My doctor's no longer a network. I just got a big surprise bill. I didn't even know it wasn't covered. And here, I just got this big bill and I can't afford it. I'm living on Social Security." Again, the list goes on and on. My prescriptions cost way too much. What happened, right? Again, I've been seeing a bunch of these comments so far just in the last couple months here throughout 2026. We're not even that far in, but I want to share with you your options and the flexibilities you may have so far. Now, here's the deal. You probably already noticed it, but I'm going to throw it there really fast. If you happen to have any questions on Medicare, if you feel like you don't like your plan, if you need help with your initial enrollment into Medicare, if you have questions on Medicare, whatever it happens to be, please take advantage of the free resource right here. That's for Chapter Medicare, the phone number right here on the screen. I also have it linked down below in the description and at the top of the comment section. I put it there for you as well. Give them a call. Again, just in the last year or so, it's actually a little more than a year now, about 10,000 of you in this community have contacted them. A couple thousand of you so far just this year have already contacted them, again with that phone number, collectively saving well over $2 million just from those of you in this community. Absolutely incredible. By the way, I have a whole bunch of comments here, pages and pages, about a dozen plus pages of comments that I've pulled out from those of you in this community after reaching out to them. Just in the last 2 months or so, I've grabbed those comments out, and again, tons of people saving a bunch of money, well over $1,000 of average savings from those of you in this community contacting Chapter there. Again, it's a free resource. Take advantage of that if you want to. They're extremely helpful. A lot of you have gotten a lot of value out of contacting them. All right, anyway. By the way, after you talk to them, drop a comment down below. Use the word chapter within your comment. I'd love to hear how it goes. That's the keyword I search for, by the way, to find the comments. I'll grab your comment and I'll add it to my stack here, which I'll continue to feature at some time in upcoming videos. All right, anyway, here's the optionality that you may have. And again, I just want to preface this by saying I don't know your exact situation, okay? So no promises here whatsoever. There's about 70 million people currently on Medicare. About 35 million of them, about half of them, may still have some options, may still have some flexibilities to do something about that dreaded Medicare plan that you probably despise, that you probably hate, and, all the different negative feelings that we have toward our Medicare plans because they make it harder and harder every single year. But here's the deal. About half of the beneficiaries out there have the option to still maybe come in and change plans or see what other plan options you may have available to you. Now, here's the thing I want to point out. There's over 20,000 plans across the entire country. Over 20,000 plans. Now, obviously, depending on which state you're located in, which region you're located in, which county, which in the specific state that you're located in, there's going to be different options across the board all over the place. Point being is that it's a lot of optionality. There's a lot of confusion around all of this, and it can be very, very difficult to try to figure out which one is the best. And again, comparing those plans side by side, it can be a long and a very time-consuming process to figure that out. And again, I'm just going to throw this out there. If you want help with this completely for free, again, you can contact Chapter there. They have access to over 20,000 plans. They can help search through all those. They can be there for you. Again, by the way, it's a trusted advisor based right here in the United States. Yes, based in the United States, you will connect with a real live human. You can connect with them. They'll spend all the time that you need on the phone with them and answer your questions. They'll look through the 20,000+ plans, give you that guidance, whatever it happens to be. It's a really nice thing for a lot of you in this community. But anyway, that would be your best bet. If you're on a plan that you just feel like, I just can't stand this, it's not what I thought it was going to be, whatever the situation is, contact Chapter there and just see what they can find for you. And again, it's a totally free call. See what they can find for you. And again, if they maybe can't find something or whatever it is that you don't want or there's not the options that you want, And whatever it happens to be, that's fine. You don't have to do anything. Okay, I'm just saying, just call and take advantage of the free options that you have. Now, one other thing that some of you may have an option to as well right now, it's this. If you are on certain Medicare plans, and if you feel like this isn't working for me, I don't want to do this, you may have the option. And again, I'm saying it, you may. I'm saying the reason may is simply because I don't know your exact situation, and this is certainly not for everybody, but there are a ton of people out there that could potentially take advantage of this, which is this. You may be able to transition to original Medicare if you're not already on original Medicare right now, okay? So if you feel like you hate your Medicare plan that you're currently on and you're not on original Medicare, if you feel like, forget about this, I don't want this type of plan, I don't want these type of coverages, this is not working for me, you may have the option right now to make a one-time transition into original Medicare. And again, I'm saying may simply because I don't know your situation. I'm talking to a lot of people right now, those of you that are watching this video, so I can't sit here and give you specific exact details and exact, personalized advice because I'm talking to a lot of different people and everybody's situation is very, very different. But that is also an option as I film this video right here, right now, still early on in 2026, a lot of people out there have that optionality to maybe transition to original Medicare. If you feel like your current plan blows and you don't want to use that plan anymore, you could obviously take advantage of that as well, okay? So otherwise, it's this time of year right now, early on, where a lot of people are like, I can't really do anything, right? I'm locked in as of the end of Medicare annual enrollment, which ended December 7th of last year, right? I'm locked in, right? For about half the people, the answer is yes. For the other half of people, the answer is no, you're actually not. You still have flexibilities and a lot of optionality. And again, I've been seeing that reflected down below in the comment section. Just so far this year, the few months that we are here in the year so far, not even that far in. We've got a lot of 2026 to go here. But point being is that I've seen a bunch of people, again, thousands of you in this community just so far this year have contacted Chapter There, again, to get that free guidance, to get that free help, because we've rolled into 2026, as I warned a ton of times in the end of 2025, during that annual enrollment period. Again, October 15th through December 7th, I was out in a variety of videos and said, please get ready, everybody. If you feel like your plan isn't proper or you want to change your plan or whatever the situation was, again, I was saying this at the end of last year, 2025, I was saying just get ready. In 2026, we're going to see a massive disruption to Medicare plans. We already knew it because of some of the changes that were coming. I said, get ready. In 2026, a lot of plans are going to be discontinued, are going to be eliminated. Millions of people across the country are going to get hurt by this. And unfortunately, I was saying this last year, I was saying, unfortunately, there's going to be a number of you in this community that are not going to take action. And unfortunately, you're going to learn this the hard way in 2026. And again, I was trying to give those warnings to help everybody out. And again, I don't want that to happen, everybody. I just know this is a numbers game. I mean, here's the deal. I have well over 6,000 videos here on the channel. I've been doing this. I've been talking about this for many years. Here's the deal. I know how this works. And again, it's not just those of you in this community. It's literally a numbers game with anything out there. Everything is literally a numbers game. There's going to be, certain percentages that take action. There's going to be certain percentages that don't take action. And there's going to be certain percentages that say, hey, I'm not doing that, F off or something, you know what I mean? And that's fine. If that's how you feel about me, then that's fine. I don't really care. I'm here to provide value. I'm here to help you out in any way that I possibly can. For those of you that care about you, your finances, your well-being, and, what's going to happen throughout the year. I don't know, but either way, I'm here to help you out in any way that I possibly can, okay? So anyway, I hope this helps you. Again, your best bet would be this. If you don't know where you're currently at, as in, do I have options? Do I have flexibility? Where am I at with my plan? Are there better plan options out there? I don't know. Again, I don't know where you're located. I don't know your exact situation. There's so many different needs for every single person. And again, it really comes down to you and your specific situation, your specific needs. That's the problem with this, is that everybody's situation is very, very different, right? We all need something very, very different, which is why I continue to say, if that is your situation and you feel like, I don't know what my options are, I like my plan, it's not maybe great, I want to see what other options may be out there, or whatever the situation is, and you have questions on this, again, just contact Chapter there. That's the best option for you, as again, you're going to connect with a trusted advisor who's based right here in the United States. They will take the time to answer your questions, to address your concerns. They're going to ask you about your 3Ps. Again, what those stand for is your providers, as in the doctors. Which doctors, providers do you want to see? Prescription coverages, as in do you need prescription coverages? What prescriptions are you currently taking? What kind of coverages do we need to get for you? Things like that as well. And then lastly, which is, what are your preferences? What else do you want out of a potential plan? They're going to ask you these things because they want to know that. And a quick little pro tip that I gave a ton of times in 2025, again at the end of the year 2025, I said, when you contact Chapter, bring your wish list. Bring your wish list. Pretend like you're writing a wish list to good old Santa. Hey, Santa, I want XYZ out of my Medicare plan. You can do that. It's a real thing. Okay, you can absolutely do that. And when you talk to the advisor there, tell them, hey, yo, whatever your name is, advisor person. Again, it's going to be someone different. Obviously, there's a whole bunch of them. But hey, I got this wish list here. Here's what I'd ideally like to see out of my plan. Got any plans, options like that for me? And they'll search the options that they may be out there. Anyway, again, I've seen so many comments so far this year. A ton of you in this community have reached out. Again, I should grab all those comments that I've seen, reaching out saying, I can't see my doctor. I just got this big bill. What happened? Why am I paying for this? I thought my plan was supposed to pay for this. Why are my prescriptions so much? Can't go to my office, my clinic. Can't go to my hospital system. My medical procedure that I have or is going to be covered, or that I'm supposed to be having here soon, is not covered. What's the situation? I've seen a ton of these comments so far this year. It's a nasty situation. Anyway, I'm here for you. Let me know what I can do for you. Otherwise, if you're new, if you have not done so, please consider subscribing. 100% free. Big subscribe button down below. Share the video. Share button right down below as well. Otherwise, as always, drop your comments, your questions, your feedback down below. Let me know what I can do for you. I'm here for you in any way that I possibly can be. I have no problem jumping on a dedicated live stream, a dedicated video, whatever it happens to be. And I do that as I see those comments rolling in. I always make dedicated videos when I see those coming up. All right, anyway, please enjoy your day. Take care. Hope this helps you. Have a good one.